Hey everyone, Greta here. Today we are going to talk about how to practice your inversion when you do not have a wall to support you. So this was one of the questions from one of my students, and I thought it was such an amazing question that I needed to share. As you know, we all practice yoga or some sort of movement, and not every time we're prepared to practice inversion. So sometimes when we are prepping or when we are doing it in a yoga class, maybe all of a sudden the teacher asks us to spend a few moments to practice either our PINCHA and or handstand. But then if you don't have a wall behind you or beside you to act like a safety net, a lot of us tend to become very, very worried or intimidated by it and would not actually practice. So instead of wasting such a precious time, why don't we do something that you can practice an inversion at the same time you feel safe? Now this variation goes to both the PINCHA and the handstand. However, I'll be demoing in a PINCHA because I think it'll show more of my body, because the space that I'm in is actually quite small. So the camera, I cannot set it too far away from me. So I think PINCHA would show more of my body. And the variation of PINCHA or handstand we are going to do is the L shape or one leg tucked. So as you can see, I have absolutely no wall behind me. Okay, so what you can do is you kick up with one leg and the other, you either remain bent with the thigh close to the belly or you remain straight. So here's how it's going to look like. So setting up, leg up. So either you have the bottom leg straight or you have it bent. So what's so special about it? The special part is that because of the L-shaped legs or the half tuck or one leg tuck, you have so much more happening in the front body that it would keep you from falling over. But the key is you have to think about the bottom leg. Don't think about having both legs up to the sky. Don't think about the top leg. Think of the bottom leg, because that is the part of the body that's going to either keep you balanced or let you fall. So if you're aiming for the L-shaped legs, you want to think the bottom leg, keep it low. Keep it no higher than hip. Okay, so doing it again. PINCHA is a little bit harder because you have less space. So kicking up and try to keep the leg low, because if you bring the leg high and if you don't feel balanced, then you might fall. Okay, so making sure that whatever happens, the bottom leg just comes down to touch the floor, so that you feel like, oh, here it is. So you are safe. And if you're doing the one leg tuck, bear in mind that you want to keep the belly to the thigh. Okay, if you are unsure how that would feel when you're upside down, you can do a few of these just to really make that connection, or maybe touch your thigh, touch your belly, or maybe grab a block and stick it between the thigh and the belly and then go up. So have a block, and if you're using a block, make sure you're placing it closer and not right at the hip crease, because when you're doing it at the hip crease, you're actually keeping the thigh away from the belly, which is totally opposite to what we want to do. Or if you don't have a block, just again, thigh to the belly or maybe knee to the chest, whatever that feels more appropriate to you, what's better for you. Okay, and then think about this. Think about the bottom leg, don't think about the top leg. Think whatever happens, this comes down. And then you feel safe. Okay, you are finding your balance, you don't have to worry about falling. Okay, again, if your belly is close to the thigh or if you think about the bottom leg, there's no way you can fall. The only way you can fall is you forget the bottom and you think about the top. Another thing about this particular variation, and especially when you're practicing without the support of a wall, chances are your brain might switch on to survival mode, and it might keep you from actually hopping up and find your balance. So you might actually look something like this instead. So as you can see, I am just arching my back, but then my ribs are not moving. So when I'm kicking, I am not really finding my optimal shape. Okay, so if this is happening to you, just take a few breaths and just let your mind relax a bit. Okay, Just let the mind know that you are safe, you're okay. Think about how strong you are and then do again. And when you do it again, just think about stacking the rib cage over the shoulders. So that's it. You can actually try it, even if you have the wall behind you for support. Try it without the wall, or maybe move it further away from the wall and just see. Find the balance in the middle of the mat. It might feel very, very scary, very intimidating in the beginning, but over time it feels so much liberating and so much freedom and so much fun. That's it for my sharing for today. If you like my video, please like, share it, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click on that notification button so that you will receive my content first thing. And also I teach online and in person. Inversion is one of them. If you like, drop me a message. I'll get back to you ASAP. I'll see you again soon. Take it easy.